TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Were you content with your role in the WWF back in the early 80s, or did you know your spot on the show and you were fine with that?
No, I was never content. Losers are content. I was never a loser. Like I said, I've never failed anything I've done in my life. When we got with Power and Glory and, we put that together, since Vince didn't create it, he did everything he could not to promote it. But, it was something that was just meant to be. They say it was, made in the heavens. It really was made in the heavens. The way Ray and I gelled together, that just came so natural. So no, we should have been champs. Everybody said it in the locker room. Everybody knew it. The Hart Foundation said we were the best tag team ever, even Legion of Doom. We get rated like God only knows on the list. But at the end of the day, are they rating us because, of not having the belt? Or are they rating us because of our ability and our popularity? Nobody could have touched that, and no one ever told me different.
Let's talk about meeting Ray Hercules Hernandez. What are your early memories of Ray?
When I first met Ray was in Australia. I was at SD Jones, Special Delivery Jones.
Yep.
We were tag teaming. And Ray made this sign towards me and SD. And I started laughing. And SD looked at me and said, "He means it." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "He means it. He wants to cut our throats." I'm like, "Why? I didn't do anything to this guy. I don't even know."
Right.
He's like, "Well, I'm just telling you." I'm like, "Okay." And I got through it, obviously. And I don't know. Honest to God, I really don't know how Ray and I started to hit it off. But I had said to him one day, maybe it's to get to a show. I started getting Ray to all his shows. Even though I was a babyface, he was a heel. We weren't supposed to travel together back then. Vince got word. And I had said to some of the agents, he'll drop me off, and then I'll let him drive the car in, and then I'll walk into the building. And they're like, "That's fine. He's making every show on time. It's fine." Then I got into training with him. I showed him my methods of training, and he loved them. So we hit it off right off the hop. We were going to the gym. We're both gym freaks. So we hit it off and constantly challenging each other, which is great. And then I just went to the office and said, "Hey, listen, why do you put, Ray's dead in the water. I'm dead in the water. Why don't you put us together and call us Power and Glory?"
So that was your name?
That was my name. And Pat was like, "Wow." He goes, "You came up with that?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "So who's the Power? And I guess you're the Glory, right?" Like that. And I said, "Yeah." I said, and the whole thing behind it would be, my big man will never get beat. I'll always take the fall. And when we win, no, even if Ray goes to pin the guy, he gets off the guy and gives me the tag, and I walk in and I pin him. Ray loved the idea, thought it was great. He said, "I'll talk to Vince. We'll talk about it at TV." Vince called us in, asked us what we wanted to be. We told him heels, and away we went.
Memories of the angle you did with Dino Bravo that led to you guys teaming?
Phenomenal. I didn't know how they were going to switch Ray and me to heel, because they had taken, unbeknown to anybody else, Ray and I went out in the ring and we beat up some bad guys and they cheered us. So, and we went out to music. So Vince is like, "Well, this isn't fucking good." So then we went out against more baby faces, like people that really knew these guys were baby faces, and they cheered us. So we cut the music, and that didn't work. They still cheered. So he says, "Fuck this, we got to come up with an angle." So that's when we came up with the Marty Jannetty or the Rockers angle.
What are your memories of working those guys?
Phenomenal. Two of the best workers in the business. Gel, jive, you name it, man. They could rock and roll. Easy to work with.
Did you have any problems with Sean later on when he, got his big push and big run? A lot of people said he was really hard to work with, and other people, said he was easy.
I only worked with Sean when they were the Rockers. So that I wouldn't have any knowledge of.
Now, you and Herc, you got to work a little bit with the Heart Foundation as well because you working with Jim. Did Herc have any problems with the Heart Foundation at all? No heat, everything was easy?
Easy.
Okay. Why didn't Vince ever get behind the team, Power and Glory? Because it wasn't his idea?
Because it wasn't his idea. Never created it. He never thought it would take off.
Slick was managing you guys. I can't forget about Slick. Memories of working with Slick.
One of the best mouthpieces in the business. You know, Ray and I would do interviews and we'd turn to him and say, listen, we're out of ideas. He goes, don't worry about it. I got this one. And he would just run. And we'd be nodding and, you know, just chime in now and then. But, and a real nice guy.
As far as the T-shirts, what happened with that? I understand that you went to Vince or the office and said that you wanted to, you know, pretty much front the money for the shirt.
Yeah, well, I grabbed Vince at a TV and I said, hey, Vince, you know, we don't have any T-shirts out, you know. And he says, yeah, you know, heels don't get T-shirts, you know, like that. And I said, well, I really think they can sell. I said, you know, he goes, well, you want to pay for them like that to me? And I said, yeah, I'll bankroll them. Not a problem. So he goes, you bankroll? I said, yeah, because I think we'll sell a ton. I'll make a killing. Hell yeah, you know. And he goes, oh, let me think about it. And that was the end of it. Never happened.
Do you feel that Pat broke your team up, or do you feel it was somebody else in the office?
Power and Glory?
Yeah.
I never had a thought on who did it. You know? And at the end of the day, it didn't matter.
When Ray passed, how did that affect you?
I lost my brother. I mean, I go to the gym, and we still train together. We do. You know, it's funny. Couple of the guys that I work with, they asked me to help them, and I helped them. And while we're helping them, I always wear my headphones. I have my own music. I do my thing. And while I'm doing a set, one of the guys, when we got back to work, he said, hey, that kid in the gym asked if you were okay. And I'm like, why? He goes, because you kept saying, you know, this one's for you, Ray. And he goes, hey, who's your guy talking to? And you're like, listen, man, you'll never understand. He's talking to his buddy, you know. And Ray will always be in my heart until my mind goes, and he'll always be there, man. He was the greatest person in the world that I ever met, that I ever loved. Yeah, I just, every day, I play Guns N' Roses in his honor in my car. I'll be driving the golf course in the morning and popping, and I'll be like, Ray, this for you, man, you know, and crank that shit. You know, he loved Morrison, and, you know, yeah, man, not a day goes by.